All right, and here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this third lesson of the International Course Leadership Across Fields. We have a very special guest lecturer, and today also we de facto begin working on your main assignment, which will be presented in the midsection of this session. And most of you have, all of you actually, have gotten an email which informs you of your group composition and invitation to begin communicating. And some of you have already done so. Those who don't have a WhatsApp group yet or an alternative platform, you are most welcome to create one, to take up the initiative, demonstrate leadership, and just as I've seen quite a few students do, just send all of the other students the link to the WhatsApp group and invite them to join. This is the fastest way to get things done. The goal is that everyone can communicate with his or her group by the end of that session, or at the latest today. That's one thing. Another quick thing that I would like to, another quick issue that I would like to raise following last session is that this is a safe learning space that should ideally free from any kind of, say, provocation or incendiary remark. I would like you to be, even in your groups or here, respectful and considerate of one another. And just to make sure, just to be on the safe side, we will talk about ethical leadership and what makes a great leader. And leaders may be efficient, they may be objectively leaders and even subjectively in their own historical period, but Hitler, while a leader, was unfortunately not a great one. So having said that, I would like to introduce now our guest
Joel,
for this session. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just would like to share the comment that my student just gave to me, that in some groups they got the messages from other colleagues like they will not participate in the group or something similar. This happened, seems, in two groups, so they are like three students only together or something. I
Tatiana,
asked them to inform you if they have these cases and the people will not appear, but for sure they got the message. I will not be in this group.
okay, so that will be taken care of. We are aware of indeed 5 students who have left us, and we will ensure that every group contains five groups. They've been created 48 hours ago, and of course there are some minor issues to be dealt with, but they will be dealt with.
Thank you.
Okay. So it's 3 and 6, 117 students are here, and I would like to introduce nothing less than the head of the School of Multidisciplinary Studies at the Holon Institute of Technologies, which is my institute and my faculty, and she is de facto my boss, my leader, and by extension, your leader. Please welcome Dr. Nava Shakel, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. Doesn't get more embarrassing than that.
Absolutely.
I'm actually sitting in an office in Chania in HMU, visiting a professor now there. And so for the Greek students, you can come visit me. And for the Israeli students, you will see me. And for the rest of you, you'll see me on the International Week here. I'm putting an address of a Padlet. Don't use it. I'm just putting it so I know I put it. Don't use it now. We'll do it later. So please, I just want to make sure that I put it here. Okay, not for now. So let's start. Today we have a very interesting topic, and I have a lot to say, which means that we have to go fast. So those who did not yet mute their computer, please do so. And I will start immediately talking. If you have questions, put them in the chat and I will relate to them later. And also in the middle, we have lots to do. We are talking today about entrepreneurship leadership. You started to talk with Noga last week about technology and leadership in technology. Today, we will take this further steps. We'll take it forward. We'll talk about the technology ecosystem, which is very interesting and is changing very fast. It's important for you to understand how technology and leadership live together, and we'll see this through what we call a VUCA model. I'll show you. We will also talk about leaders, innovative and entrepreneurial. You will have an assignment in your groups, and don't worry about it. Yoel will take care of it. And we'll talk about some case studies. All of this is connected to your final assignment that you will have from Yoel soon, and you will see how it is all collected. This is why this exercise today is very important. It's one step further in your project. Besides being the head of the multidisciplinary school, I am in my training, I'm an AI person. I finished my PhD 30 years ago, and since then, and yes, AI existed 30 years ago. And I worked in high tech for 20 years. And 10 years ago, I decided to go to academia and share my knowledge with the students. So I lived technology all my life. I did it in projects. I did it in managing projects and developing projects till today, consulting companies. And I know how much entrepreneurial and technology leaders have an effect on what's going on. And this is the connection we will do today, the connection between technology, entrepreneurship, and leadership. I want to talk about technology first, a few words, and I think you'll be interested in that. Do you know what disruptive technology is? What is disruptive? You can shout. It's okay. You can open your mic and shout. What is disruptive technology? You make me look bad. You have to participate.
Telephone.
You're giving me an example, but what is it? Like, what's a feature of that? What does it mean to be disruptive? Does it disturb me from doing something?
Mind-blowing, maybe.
Mind-blowing. Okay, what else? Give me more.
Cutting edge, something.
Cutting edge. Okay, these are very nice adjectives, but in fact, disruptive technology is everything that you said, but it is a game changer. It changes the way we live, we work, we interact with each other. These technologies, when they came up, they actually created a transformation and enabled us to do things we couldn't do before, or enable us to do them better or faster or more efficient. So it is, in a sense, shifting industries, okay? And you are lucky enough, I am lucky enough to be in an era in the past few tens of years that we have a lot of disruptive technologies. Is it good? Is it bad? We'll see. I mean, there's no one answer. There's no one truth. It can be good. It can be bad. It can be changing. In any case, it is a changing. It is a game changer. Let's look at some of these disruptive technologies. I'm talking about, I chose for you some earlier ones. For example, if somebody asks you, you know what a cocktail party information is information you use for cocktail parties or for parties. If somebody asks you, the first personal computer, the first PC came in the beginning of the 90s, actually 1981, before you were born. It was an IBM PC. Why was it a game changer? Why was it a disruptive technology? Because, and this is a leading thing for the rest of the technology, it became a personal computer. So a lot of the technologies that existed out there for NASA, for universities, for banks. But then 30 years ago, 40 years ago, we started to see the personal technologies. And the first one was the personal computer. Once each person has a personal computer at home, changes the whole way we consume a computer and computer-related technologies, software, programs, games, etc. So the personal computing was a very big thing. It was no longer in NASA, it was in our house. And then somebody said, and the World Wide Web in the 90s, the beginning of the 90s. Again, what is that created? A connection between the global world, as we see it now, was not available before the 90s. Okay, the 1990s was not available. We could not access each other the way we access it now. And of course, that social media came after, and online banking and online shopping and all that, enabling the World Wide Web to become this infrastructure we cannot do without. And if we talk about smartphone, you know, Joachim said phones. He meant smartphone, right? You didn't mean phones. Regular phones, because they existed too before. For you, you don't even know what a regular phone is. You go straight to the smartphone, and the smartphone today is the platform. So again, what I want to say is that disruptive technologies that you live with today, they actually change the way we consume, live, interact, and lead our life in the everyday. AI, cyber, social media, on-demand. What is on-demand services? Shout. What is on-demand? Give me an example. Joachim, what is on-demand services? For example, Netflix, anything that we consume, on-demand services. I want to watch something, I don't have to wait. I want to shop, I consume services online, on demand. I don't,
Is it
okay,
Spotify?
Sorry?
Spotify, maybe?
Spotify, yes, thank you very much. I want music now. I don't want to go unload, download. I want to consume it now. Okay, it's on demand. I'm willing to pay for that. I'm willing to pay for movies. I'm willing to pay for Netflix, but I'm doing it there. Yes, Ido, you wanted to say something?
I would say that most of
I wanted to ask about platforms like Fiverr. Would you count those
on demand,
as on-demand
absolutely.
services?
Absolutely on demand. Absolutely on demand.
I would say
and
that
also
most
cloud
of the
services.
things,
Yes, Casey.
I would say that most of the things that we consume now are actually on demand. It used to be that we had to go to the store in order to buy groceries or things like that. And now it's to the point that you have a button and you don't even have to, you can just program whatever you need in the button. You press the button and the shipment is already purchased and on the way to you. Everything is essentially on demand.
Exactly. And yes, so not everything is on demand, but a lot of the things we consume today is, and it makes you would say it makes our life easier. Need to be discussed, but it's there. Assistive technologies and so forth. Again, I'm going quickly. So if you have question and I don't see you, raise your hands and shout. I cannot see 100 and some people together, so forgive me for that. Okay, I want to show you a couple of short movies of disruptive changing technologies, and it's relevant to our leadership discussion. Okay, so here we go. And I want you to write in the chat your feelings about what I'm showing you now. Just words, you know, in the chat. Okay, I think you got the hang of it, right? I'm showing you this is one, and I'm showing you some more, and then we'll talk about it, okay? That's another one. 1 second, I'll stop it. And that's another one. Everybody can see, right? And here. That's another one.
The ReWalk is an exoskeleton that enables people living with paraplegia, that is confined to a wheelchair, the ability to stand up, to walk, to go up and down stairs, and to regain some of the mobility that was taken away from them as a result of their paralysis. The ReWalk allows people using it to get out into nature, into the community. We envision a future in which ReWalk would be readily available for a vast majority of people via their insurance coverage, similar to other medical devices and technologies which are available today.
הילדים שלי לא מכירים אותי כאילו שאני עומד, אז ברגע הראשון שרואים אותי עומד, עד היום, הם דבר ראשון שאומרים שכאילו, אבא אתה גבוה, אז זה נותן לי ממש את ההרגשה הנפשית טובה.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so what do I see? Genius, future, amazing. Why is the capsule such a game changer? What is it doing? What is it changing? The capsule
because
that somebody...
It's unintrusive.
Inside our body, not just
okay,
technology.
It's unintrusive. And with being unintrusive, what does it create? What does it change? Which model? Which economical model?
Like the medicine, it changed the way people produce things there.
It's the medicine, so I don't have to hospitalize someone. I don't have to keep him in the hospital. I can do this in his home. He can do that in his home, go back and get the result. The result is transmitted. That's it. I don't pay so much for it. It's non-intrusive. Thus, it is creating a new model for HMOs, for health provider. Okay, so that's it. What about the extra skeleton?
It can change lives of the people who are disabled.
Exactly. So this is not crutches. It's not crutches that you take. These are for paraplegic people that cannot move their feet. So it is creating some sensory, it's sending pulses, enabling him to stand and give, as the speaker said, give a sense of dignity in creating a situation. I know the American Army had bought from this company several kits like that for soldiers. I have to tell you, actually, this product did not succeed because it was around $70,000 per kit, and only governments could afford it. So that did not work, but the capsule is a great success. Want to see more of these? Okay, so let's see more of these. 1 second.
The ReWalk is an exoskeleton.
No? Okay, I want to show you this one. Tell me what you think. What's going on here? Tell me. What do you figure? Why am I showing you? Why is this why is that a game changer?
Maybe because
this robot can replace.
It can replace, exactly. It can replace
people on dangerous work. Like people don't have to risk themselves to do that.
Exactly. We have a lot of casualties, and we also missed a lot of personnel in this area of building and this area of construction. So here we see a robot from Boston Dynamics, which is a company you need to follow. You need to follow if you're into technology and see their advancement in robotics and other things that they're doing that are amazing. Okay, and it's a game changer the way we perceive the workforce of many of the tasks. Okay, why is this relevant for leadership? Because we are living in a world that what we call is the VUCA model. It's complex, it's very ambiguous, it's very uncertain, and it's changing like crazy. And in this ecosystem, the leaders have to work. So if you want to lead a high-tech company or a low-tech company or any kind of company today that has something to do with technology, and if you want to be entrepreneur, you have to learn how to live in a VUCA world, in a world where you have in a world where you have, sorry, this is what I want to say, volatility, which is the frequent change of things. And we see even in my area, in AI, there's not one day passing by with not new technology. Everything is really changing fast, and it's almost impossible to catch up. In a word, this is very uncertain. The changes are difficult to plan. So for example, if all of a sudden I have coronavirus, COVID, yes, and I did not plan for this kind of emergency situation, I can find myself, my business, to be out of business. And that actually happened. And only the companies that could survive through Corona, that were in some way prepared for agility, okay? Noga talked about agility. These companies that were agile and could live in uncertainty, those were the ones to survive. Complexity, where we are dependent on different layers, okay? It's not only software or hardware, or there are a lot of market forces. And when you come to Chania, I will give you a workshop about market forces. Okay, market forces control technology, and technology control market forces. There is direct relation. This is why it's so complex. And it's also very ambiguous. The difficulty to identify one factor and influence in current future move. You cannot always predict. There is a lot of ambiguity. And this is called the VUCA model. So a leader needs to be controlling, or at least familiarize herself, himself, theyself with this kind of environment. Why? Because if you want to adopt technology, if you are a startup or a big company, you have a new product, and you want your company to succeed, your product to succeed, the adaptation of the technology doesn't depend only if the technology is good. Okay? Why do you adapt is it Ghana? Oh, Mayan. Why do you use this or that product? What is the thing that appeals to you more? There are various factors on the screen now. Choose your own. I want you to look at the factors and choose which one talks to you more. Is it the social norms, because everybody's doing it? Is it subjective, what I like? Is it, if it's relevant to my work on life? Is it really the quality of the product? What appeals to you most? Tell me. Martina, Mayan, you start.
My name is Ghana. Mayan is
sorry.
my last name. It's okay. We talk specifically about the stuff you show us before, or any technology?
Anything you want.
So I believe the relevant is like the most important to me. Like it's relevant to my life, to my work.
Okay, what else? Elad, I don't want to think that you're not with me even.
I say sense of community.
Sense of community. So it's very important to you, Hadar, what other people are using.
Yes.
Elad, I'm not giving up on you. Now.
No, I'm here. I'm agree with Ghana. Yeah, the relevant to my work and my life.
relevant to work life. Emil?
For me, it's quality and product service.
Again, sorry. The quality.
Quality and product service.
So you will never use, Eli, you will never use a bad, not a bad, but a less than excellent product, even if it helps you.
It's not 100%. I will use stuff that I don't necessarily think it's the best quality. I'll see that the price versus like the actually product, but I will try as much as possible to buy quality for the longer run.
Okay, good. Anyone else wants to say why he or she will adopt? Sorry?
I believe that sense of community contribution it's really good option. I'm with Heather. Sorry if I pronounce wrong your name.
Say again, Mariana. Say again what you said.
I have the same opinion with Heather. I know if I pronounce right your
Hadar,
name.
yeah.
Heather, with the sense of community contribution.
Community contribution, that's very noble of you. I wish everybody was the same. Reality is a little different, okay? We want to do good for society, but sometimes there is a conflict, you know, in real life. Not that you are not right, but in real life.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Can I share a thought about the component you have here? I mean, I couldn't think of an example. I mean, I would just choose one of these components. I mean, it is really related to the situation. I mean, we can combine two things and put them in a priority of my choice, and even more. I mean, it depends. It's situational, and I couldn't choose one.
Mm-hmm. So you are saying it's actually a combination of several one, and you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Now, yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that from my experience, the past experiences is the reason why we choose new technologies. For example, I used to have to prepare my own hardware environment for some IT labs, and for now we are using cloud, so it's much easier to just use some ready-to-use VPS, and you can just buy for it, and you don't need to prepare it from the beginning, but you just have it. The same with the videos, like I went to the video rental store to watch the movie, and for now I've got Netflix and HBO and etc. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So what we are actually saying, what I am saying, is that to be a leader that is an entrepreneur that understands technology, you have to have an approach, a state of mind that combines being an entrepreneur, we'll see what it is, with an effective leadership skills, meaning that we need to learn to be leaders in a moving world where things are changing, in this VUCA, okay, in this VUCA world where things are uncertain, where things are fast changing, where things are ambiguous, and things happen like epidemics, like wars, like other things that are unplanned, but still we need to survive in them. Technologically, I'm talking about now. Okay, as a leader of a company, as a leader of even as a dean in my department, I need to make sure that we are innovative enough to survive through COVID. For example, we needed to change the way we teach in 3 days, and in 3 days we need to change to work online. That was a challenge, a technological, a cultural, a behavioral, societal, everything, educational. So as a leader, you need to have not only the vision and the innovation, but also the agility and the, I would say, I know it's recorded, the balls. Okay? So to do things sometimes out of the box. So if I can summarize into 5 qualities, and this is preparing you for the assignment, we will go to the assignment in 2 minutes. First of all, the vision and the innovation. So if you don't have if you are a leader and a technology entrepreneurship leader, and you don't have vision and innovation, you have a problem, because you will be obsolete in a few, okay, you'll do your job in a year, maybe a few months, but afterwards you will have no future. Without the next step, that's why you were explained even in the first lecture, as I saw, that each companies like Google and Amazon and other big companies have teams that are working for the future. They are not working for the present. They are paying people to think what will happen. I was lucky enough when I was in high tech to work in R&D environment, R&D labs. I was in 3 R&D labs. And I have to tell you that it was the greatest experience in my life, because they were actually paying me to imagine. Okay, they told me, invent. Maybe your invention will never come true, but invent, dream. And I wish upon every one of you to have the luck to be in such an environment that people give you the opportunity to imagine with no limits. So each entrepreneurial leader have to have a vision and innovation. For that, in order to dream, you have to take risks, and you have to be agile. You have to take risks. Some of the risks are, so you have to, of course, take risk with some monitoring, but without taking, and what does it mean to take risk? Is, for example, educate the market with something new that never existed. And we'll talk about examples like that. So I'm putting a new product. It's not enough. I'm taking a risk because nobody knows that. To be the third and the fourth, it's easier because somebody else already educated the market before you. Agility is what we talked about. Things happen. Okay, how fast can I change in order to adapt? Agility equals adaptation. How fast? For example, when we talk about the third quality, opportunity creation, I go back to COVID. We had a situation where we could not go out of the house, right? What opportunity? For whom that was an opportunity? Tell me.
Online marketing.
Online shopping. Walt and company, okay?
Medicine technology.
Medical technology. Thank you very much. A lot of money went into that. This company, Peloton? You know who Peloton is? It's a sport company. Anyone knows? Idan, you know what Peloton is?
I heard about it, but never go into depth.
It's an American company that had these bikes that you do at home, and all of a sudden people couldn't go to the gym, and people wanted to do exercise because they were eating more, and the whole thing was, getting crazy. So they actually marketed. They gave you the bikes for free, and you only purchased the software. Okay, you only purchased the exercises, and you had a prescription like every month that you could pay. Okay, they gave you, so that was a new opportunity, and they made a lot of money. By the way, when Corona ended, they actually reduced their sales. But that was an opportunity, and you were right to talk about online services. Strategic decision making, that's the fourth quality. Well, decision making is the whole thing, that we talk about in leadership. I have to tell you, it's very hard. I've been a VP in several companies in high tech, and to make decisions, it's sometimes also, it's not only about technology, but sometimes about people, and sometimes about directions, and sometimes about risk taking. But without that, without the possibility, and so what do? In a nutshell, you surround yourself with the right people. So if somebody tells you that he's a good leader and you don't see anyone next to him, you should know he's a bad leader. A good leader always have a team. Always have a team. And by the way, you see my team here with me in this course. A good leader must have a team of experts. Otherwise, when he decides everything by himself, it's okay for when you start something, but you have to have a team. So that's, again, and not only that you have a team, you have to be inspiring and you have to be empowering. What does it mean? It means to delegate, to share. A good leader, if he wants to get into heights, there's only 24 hours a day. You cannot do with things by yourself. You have to delegate decision making also. So work in a team, have experts next to you, and delegate and empower. Empower is to grow your team. So if any of you joins a startup and you see that the leaders there do not empower you, leave, go, find a place where you can grow. That's a healthy company. A company that grows its people is a good company. Okay? So these 5 qualities. And with that, we are going to this assignment. So remember, so what we are going to do, this is the assignment. I will leave it here, but you also have it in everything is in the Moodle. And what you have to do is you will be divided into groups. You will see your room. Remember the number of your group. The people who will not have where to will put them, don't worry. You will have around 20 minutes to do the following thing. Choose the technology entrepreneurial leader. Choose someone that is connected to both technology and also is an inspiring entrepreneur. Leaders, someone that you would like to interview. I gave just some examples. Jobs, Elon Musk, Kroc. Did you see, by the way, who watched the movie I asked you to watch? Okay, so this is about Cross. So Bezos from Amazon, Bill Gates, etc. You can choose, you can be, but it has to do with technology and leadership, okay? Write the questions you would like to ask them if you would interview them. It's very important to prepare you for a project. What kind of questions you would like? We just talked about some features, some qualities. Ask them about their skills, about their challenges, about their strategy. What questions would you like? You prepare 6 questions, okay? Out of that, you go to the link that I put for the Padlet, and you write the 2 best questions, not in the chat, I'm sorry, in the Padlet, okay? So you go to the link, and you write your group number, your leader name, the leader that you chose. Let's say group number 3, Steve Jobs, and you choose the 2 best questions that you want to present in the Padlet. We will see that as we go along. Questions about the task.
Can you share, please, the link in the chat?
The link is for the Padlet once you have the question. First, work at the questions. This is don't look at what other people wrote. Do your own.
Because
okay,
if we go to the rooms, we can't see the chat and we can't follow the link. Then if we go back to the main room here, we see the Padlet link. So it's not in the rooms. So when we finish the task,
so copy it now. Copy it for the chat to a place that you want.
So you want us to do it? Okay, okay, I see.
Copy it, and then you will have it, and you can use it with it. Okay, as yeah, keep the link. Okay. Manage yourself. Agility. Okay, Yoel.
So there are 37 rooms that are in the that will be soon open. You are all aware of your group number, and this is an opportunity for you to get some FaceTime with your group members and start discussing what would you like to ask a prominent leader, as Nava explained, and it will all connect to the task that will be presented later. So you're most welcome to join your rooms. There are 37 of them.
How do they know what the rooms are?
They know. The mails are the mails have been sent. You all know which group you are. Those who don't, please stay.
So the room equal the group. Room 1 is group 1. Okay,
Absolutely.
clear. If there is somebody left here, we will do it. So start doing it. Start getting into your groups. If someone doesn't know which room he is, we will tell him. But look at the mail. Save us the work.
Yeah.
Be flexible.
So you have 20 minutes.
Hillel, did you see the message from Gal?
Who's talking? What message?
Team 34, but I cannot join the room.
I meant
Gal,
Yoel.
You cannot join the room, Team 34?
Yeah, I'm trying, but I don't know. It says there was a bug.
Tasulo assignment. Tasulo assignment. Assign him.
Assign.
Juliet also. Juliet also. Assign. אתה יכול לעשות לו assign. You can do assign. Assign someone.
Wait a minute. Who is talking? Who is speaking?
גל.
גל, אני ב-34.
אוקיי, אתה אמור להיות ב-34.
You just go and do assign. גל, זהו, that's it. Assign. And the same with the...
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I took care of that.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, how do I join my room? I know only the number, but I have nothing on my screen to...
Yeah, guys, do you see this little window with the breakout rooms? You have to scroll down.
Yeah, scroll down. Yeah.
Scroll down.
Scroll down to the breakout rooms, and then you can join.
You can see your name. Scroll down and
Guys,
you will see your name.
In the little window with the breakout rooms, you have to scroll down. That's where you see the rooms. And you have to click join.
I also don't see the rooms, and Alisa, I think we're in the same
I found
one.
it. I found it. It's the thing that says, wait, you have to push 3 buttons down, and then you will have these things that look like windows, and then just press it, and then it's 30. And
just go down. You have the rooms.
Okay.
Oh, it's nobody in our room actually.
But Alisa, but what is the number of Alisa?
31. 31.
31. I think I'm with
yes.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Let's just okay.
See you there.
Okay, to all the...
Let's help the people that are still here. Abdelaziz, what's going on? You're good?
Okay.
Angela. Okay.
Okay.
Abdelaziz, you need help?
Yes, yeah. Which button do we need to press so we can be in the group?
Which room you're in? Which room you're in?
9.
9.
Room 9, okay.
No, sorry, I think 10.
Okay.
לא, לא מופיע ב-10.
Oh, I cannot see you.
You can figure it out.
I see it. I don't see his name in 10.
10.
Okay, I find it.
Simon is asking what room is he at? He's supposed to be.
Simon, you will be in... wait a minute. First of all, Simon, welcome. And I will share with you shortly the information.
Yes, what else, Liam?
Can you help me what to do? I don't understand.
Can, Liam.
מה לעשות?
Go to the Zoom.
The
Which
Zoom.
room you are in? Which room you are in?
37.
Go to 7. Okay.
Wait, I need this. This is the page I need.
No, this is no. This forget this. Just go. Forget this. Go to the room 7. I don't see his name on 7.
37.
37. Okay, so go to 37.
Wait, I need to open it with my iPad. 1 second.
אני גם לא רואה אותך ב-37.
Liam is in 37. I will assign him. Okay, done.
Okay,
Find
ליאם תיכנס, ליאם.
Liam has been taken care of.
Okay. Edvard from Norway. תעזור לעבדל עזיז, בבקשה. Help עבדל עזיז. Which room is in?
Abdi Aziz, what room are you in? What
I
group
don't
are
know
you
which room I'm in.
Let's check.
I will tell you.
Abdi Aziz, you're group 21. Let me assign you to the room.
21.
Okay, next. Alessio, do you have a group number?
Alessio is 30.
This is 30. He's not responding, but I'm gonna touch him anyway.
Okay, who else is a student here and not a teacher? Betty.
Angela?
Again, I don't know which room.
את לא קיבלת? You didn't get a mail yesterday?
No, I just.
Me neither.
Okay, one second, let me check. Betty. Betty, you're 25.
Thank you.
Okay, Michael. Michael is at his room.
Michael, I've already assigned him. He should be there. Okay.
Okay.
Angela, are you there?
Yes.
Do you need help?
Yeah, I don't know my room. I
Okay,
didn't
I
get
think it's because you joined the course late. Anyway, Yoel, can you assign a room
just come to my room.
Angela?
Angela, go to group 11.
Can you send me again the thing to join room 37, please?
Liam, I'm going to send you there.
Wait a minute. So I'll go to, sorry, I'll go to room 11 then?
Yeah. Angela we're going to put you in room 11. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Liam, did you say room 37?
כן.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Anyone else?
Yes. I registered for the course very late, and I think I might not be assigned to any room.
Okay, yes, Casper.
Exactly, here. This is my student who joined a bit later, so we would be very thankful for the opportunity that he would be able to join.
Sure.
13.
Which room?
That will be 13, Casper.
13. Okay. Thank you very much.
You have also Brenda.
Okay.
Brenda Vega.
Okay. So
I also do not have any room number.
Who is speaking?
Daniele.
Brenda, you're room 25.
25.
Let me send you there.
Brenda? Okay.
Dispatched.
ודניאל
What about
from Italy.
Dejan Zelkovic?
לא, יש לך, you have דניאל.
Who? Daniel Frescurato.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes,
Yoel, I think he registered late. Can you assign him a room?
Absolutely. So it's we're talking about Daniel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Daniel will be in room 20.
So I'm going to visit some rooms, and I suggest that the teachers here visit some rooms. Just join rooms and see what they're doing, okay? So we can conclude if this exercise is working or not, what's going on there.
Zoom user, can you change your name? You asked what room you are, but we have no idea who you are.
Yes. And how about you, Usman? Usman Rafakat?
Usman, wait a minute.
Yes, Usman, do you know what group you're in?
Sorry?
Do you know what team you're in?
Yeah, my team number is 36.
36. Okay.
Yeah, 36.
So I'm going to send you there, okay? There you
go. Okay.
So I guess we can go to rooms and check if students need the support, right?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Agnieszka. We'll talk later anyway.
Okay.
There's another guy, Dejan, not sure how to pronounce their name.
Claudio is trying to enter group 26.
Claudio, 26. Let's help him. Claudio? Claudia, yes, sorry, 26.
Claudia, and
Claudia,
whoever is Zoom user is trying to go to 34.
Hello, I have a question. How are you?
Yes, Ghana, please go ahead.
We're having a hard time found a leader that we can reach to and have an interview with. And we wanted to ask, first of all, if it have to be someone which is like work with technology, or it can
Only
be any.
technology. We are talking about technology entrepreneurship. You have a list there that you can choose from the list one. If you
Where
have
we have a list.
In the assignment, in the presentation, I said you can choose Elon Musk, you can choose Steve Jobs, you can choose Bill Gates, you can choose.
But I don't have the power or the ability to make interview with Elon Musk.
No, this is imaginary.
No, wait a second.
No, this is imaginary. If you had a coffee with Bill Gates, what would you have asked him?
Okay, so the movie we should make is like an imaginary interview?
Ghana,
you don't imagine, you only plan for the questions. What would you like to ask him?
Navam, if I may, Ghana, have you been reading the instructions for the main assignment?
Okay, I start to.
No. So right now we are not there yet. This is your assignment for now. For the next 20 minutes is to choose, as Nava said. To choose.
I thought it's the beginning of the main one, so that's when we went.
To choose a leader and formulate 6 questions that you would have like to ask, and then out of those pick 1 or 2 which are the best in your opinion, and share them on the platform.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, who else do we have here? Eric Thomason. Eric, are you there? And Maria Stojanovic.
Alessio,
yes.
okay.
Eric, Eric, I'm going to send you to room 34. Okay, how about Maria Stojanovic? Maria, are you there? How about Chen Yun Hui?
I'll tell you. Chen Yun Kui is group 18.
Yeah. But is she with us here?
I don't
know.
I
can send them, but I can throw them into the room, but maybe they're not even there.
And Maria Stojanovic is group 4.
4, okay. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Okay.
It seems it was managed perfectly.
Good.
Yeah.
Who is Valerian? Valerian, are you there?
There is Valerian.
Valerian Fontis.
He's twice.
Valerian, are you there?
Group 7.
Okay, let's first try to get the response.
Yeah.
Okay, Valerian, are you there?
I see we have the message from Eric.
Again, yes. Eric, I'm going to send you to room 34. You should be able to join now.
Hillel, there are some names who I do not recognize.
They are in the rooms.
No, they are here with us.
Sorry, I'm Ilaria from Unit 2. I think they are students from Unit 2. I think we just had a technical problem. They are just joining now the meeting, so it's why they are in this room and not in the breakdown you prepared.
Okay.
You are in some way broadcasting to the rooms. They hear what you're saying in the rooms.
They hear everything, or
not the gossip, but nobody's laughing. Elena Rakat.
How are your jokes?
Yeah, well, listen, it helps me concentrate. Okay, I'm going to help other people. You should go in. It's very interesting to go in.
Okay.
How much time we have? Let's see. The broken. We have. I don't know. Did you?
Well, once again, Nava, the students from Uninetuno who recently joined. I mean, Nava, is it too late to get them into the rooms? Because I mean, are they going to know
Don't
what
know.
they're
Maybe
doing?
they will watch this time. I don't know.
Maybe should just stay here.
But when you open the rooms, did you put timer?
No, I didn't.
So it will go forever. Okay.
Okay,
So
we're going to
in 5 minutes, close all the groups.
Okay.
In 5 minutes? Yes, 5 minutes, close all the rooms. You know, when you open it, there is the option to give you time. I don't know. Okay.
It's okay. I'm going to broadcast a message now to all the rooms.
You have 5 minutes.
5 minutes to go.
I'm going to go to another room.
I'm sorry, if we are done with our assignment, we wait here, right? Or
Yeah.
we should wait in our room?
No, you can wait here.
Okay, thank you.
I think it's very important for us teachers to go into the rooms when they are working. So for example, I went into a room and they were not talking and I started a conversation and all of a sudden started rolling. So I think it's our job to make sure that when we give these assignments, not to stay in the main room, but to go into the groups and see how we can help them to connect, especially in the beginning. The Padlet is filling up, I'll show you. Sorry?
Room number 1 was very silent.
So no, I asked them, I called them, if you see that we need to say something. Look, it's filling up, you see? Good for us.
Yeah.
Wonderful, let's see.
Hi.
Hi, Guido. Guido.
Hi. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
We are now doing an assignment, so the students are in the breakout rooms. They're going to be finished soon. If you just joined, you can stay here and wait for everyone to join and for the class to continue.
I got,
I was alone in group 3, but
Yoel, you need how much time before I continue, or I finish and then you do? What do you want to do?
I think that you should finish and then give me approximately 15 to 15 minutes. And,
So
and
quarter to 6? Quarter to 6?
I wouldn't, maybe perhaps a little bit.
No, quarter to 6. We have to finish by quarter to 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5:30, 5:30, 25 to the, okay.
5:30 and then
No,
yeah.
because it took us a while with the groups, but we will be okay. You close the groups now, Hillel?
In 2 minutes?
You tell me when.
Now.
Now?
In a minute, it's 5 minutes, so yeah.
I'm going to send a message that I'm closing the rooms.
Sorry, teacher. I want to ask that when we finish the assignment, we have to come back or and leave the room. Okay.
Where you leave, it will come back automatically. Yeah, you come back automatically. Don't leave for supper. We are not done yet.
They're just having their lunch in Argentina.
Me, I didn't have lunch yet, so. תעשה מיוט לכולם, תעשה מיוט לכולם. Okay, guys, everybody's back. How many do we have? 109. How many did we lose on the way?
Everybody's going back.
Okay, we wait. Yeah. Now they're coming back. Okay.
Hi, please, can we get more time?
Yeah, this one.
It's an exercise in time management, Adar. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's only the beginning. Okay. We have 160. How many did we go out and how many we came back? Okay, so we have 164 people and we want to continue. Look at your beautiful Padlet you have created. You're talented people. Look at that. A lot of you chose Elon Musk. I guess it's because of the news and everything that he's in everybody's mind. But I will look at how beautiful you did. Ella, one question you wanted to group 7 says, what helps you to make decisions? What helps you to make decision? What differs you? What differentiates you from other leaders? That's very important, the questions. When you will become leader, one of the questions you will ask yourself, how can I be unique? How can I be different to lead through uniqueness? Very important. Okay. I'm sorry that I don't know who Victoria Alonso Perez is. Can you help me, group 36?
Yeah, I mean, we picked someone, we tried to like pick a female that it's related.
Yes, but who is she? Explain just for us.
Yeah, she's an engineer and she invented, let me open the page because I really don't know her.
Shine.
Okay, just a second. She's an Victoria Entrepreneurs is an organic electronics, telecommunication and electrical engineer, entrepreneur, and inventor. She's best known for creating ChipSafer, a platform that remotely and automatically tracks cattle, monitoring their health and location.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Figure.
So, one suggestion I have to you when you'll do the presentation in the course, you have to be very confident. Of course, I know who Victoria is.
Yeah.
You have to come with confidence. Confidence, leaders have to have confidence, even if they don't know, they can say, I am almost sure this is it, but we don't lie. We don't lie. We don't lie.
It's a lie, obviously, because we just like picked someone that is
so
a female.
What it means is that you need to be prepared, Katya. You need to be prepared.
An exercise on the way.
No, I'm giving.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
taking
a tip that I
opportunity
consider.
to explain.
Of course, that's a tip that's very valuable.
Nothing personal, and a little bit humoristic. Mark Zuckerberg, Group 29. Given how Facebook started as an individual project, how did you handle it gaining traction and eventually collaborating with bigger team as it grew? Yes, we know about individualism, very important. Okay, what else we have here? Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Bezos, giving the amount of people working under you. Giving the amount of people working under you in the company, do you feel that hard to keep sight of or understand individuals? You know about Jeff Bezos that he's very individualistic in his management style. He's very, how do you say, like top decision, takes top decisions. Bill Gates. What soft skills do you think are critical for leadership? What skill do you wish you could have adopted earlier in your career? Very important question. Things that we know after experience that we could have learned before the experience, before the mistakes, okay? Very good job. I'm proud of you guys. This will stay, this link will stay so you can use it for the task that you will have for the project that Yoel will explain soon. So I am continuing our lecture if there is no other, okay, so I'm good. Leadership use cases. So again, raise your hand. Raise your hand. How many of you watched the movie, The Founder? Raise your hand.
How do I raise my hand?
You press, okay, there is a little hand when you have, don't know, I don't know how to explain that, but you have gestures that you can do. So you don't have physically to raise your hand. There is like an icon. Okay,
An
so some
icon
of you
says raise hand.
Okay, Ghana, you are clapping, which is nice for me, but there is also another icon. So anyway, what did you think? What did you think about the movie? It's one of my favorite movies.
At the beginning, I was sure I'm gonna hate this movie, but I actually found it very interesting. And
Very
I wanted
inspirational, right?
I wanted to hate the guy, but I couldn't because I like see the way he did and all his passion and his belief in things people didn't even think about. So
let's talk about the guy. The guy, his name.
He basically saw the future of the food industry.
And remember what we said about having innovation, having something to imagination. It's an imagination from an entrepreneurship point of view. So Kroc was an American businessman. What did he sell? He was a salesman going from, in the 50s, going from one house to another, selling what? What did he sell?
Mixers.
Mixers. Okay, that was the methodology of selling things, going house to house. The wives, the housemakers, they were at the home, and he sold the mixers. And when he was on the road all the time. And what happened? What happened? Let's tell the people who didn't see the movie. What happened one day? He was hungry, and what happened?
He went to eat burgers, and he had to wait like I don't know, more than 30 minutes to get his order, and eventually his order was wrong, and he was very frustrated. And then his secretary called him and told him that one place bought 8 mixers, and he couldn't believe it because he didn't believe that one place needed so many. Yeah, it's okay to continue?
Yes, yes.
So he decided to drive there to this place in California and see what is this place and why they did it, why they bought so many mixers. And he got there and he see a big line for burgers and chips and milkshake. And he stand in the line, and the line moves very fast, and he buys, he eat, and eventually he's talking with the owners and introduce himself.
Okay, stop here. Thank you. Thank you very much. So it was by coincidence that he saw this burger place, and he saw something different that he hasn't seen before. So he did not really invented McDonald's. McDonald's were 2 brothers, McDonald brothers. He did not invent it. What did he do? He transformed. He created the first fast food chain. Okay? He talked about first services operations. What was his vision? He saw this, and immediately he thought about a nationwide fast food empire. What was the principle? What was here the principle? What was the principle that he started?
Efficiency in the food industry. To be productive, to maximize your profits, to maximize
by doing what?
By speed. He keeps on
exactly.
Speed, but not only speed, by
and persistent.
Yeah, so he minimized the surfaces. He made the whole process of delivering the burger to your hand so fast and so furious.
Okay, so what he did, he changed the methodology, right? He changed the methodology. It's actually a patent. He created like a production line for fast food, right? When we go to McDonald's, what do we see? We see production line. This one is doing the buns. This one is doing the hamburger. This one is, everything is organized. Everything is in packing. So the consistency and uniformity that he created, he actually created like a patent.
But he didn't. They did it, not him.
They started with it, but exactly, and that's life. That's life. Meaning, what did they lack? What they were missing?
they were missing the vision and the efficiency of growing, but still it was, I have to add that it was very hard to watch the movie because he never gave them enough credit and he left them with nothing eventually, and it wasn't his patent, but it took rights on this patent.
So in fact, you are raising an ethical question, not a business question, an ethical question. And remember, we have a lecture about ethics and leadership. But if we concentrate only on the business and the technology here, when we'll say in a minute why it is a technology, in my opinion, okay? I'm just looking at the time that I'm not. So if we talk about that, yes, if we talk about that, then what he did, he created fast food chains. That did not exist before. It was one branch, and they were very conservative, and they were actually did not want to take the risk with him. Okay, so what they lack is the risk-taking. They lack, remember we talked about the 5 features, the 5 qualities, the 5 skills. They were actually lacking the courage, okay? And they were also lacking the agility. And again, he took a chance. I'm not making a hero out of it. It's a case that eventually still existed today and business-wise proved itself. So we cannot argue, and created the platform for more and more fast food chains, okay? So this is a case, and why do I think that it is a technology? When we talk about technology, and again, that's a course that I'm teaching, we're not only talking about software and hardware and all that, we are also talking about services and processes. And I don't know if there are industrial management students amongst you, but when you do industrial management, one of the things is to talk about the process. How do I do things? How do I create industrial engineering that I'm actually optimizing workflow and reducing costs and creating a product, a better efficient and consistent product quality. So in many respects, not only because the innovation, but also because it was really a production line, it was a technology, maybe a low-tech technology, but still a technology, the process, the patent, and very precise. We could see that it was a layout that we needed to have. And today in McDonald's and other fast food services, there is a lot of automation from the ordering to the production. So today we have ordering processes, we have automatic cooking equipment, measurements, quality assurance, and a lot of technology in these kinds of. So this is an example I wanted to give you, also inspirational. So if you haven't watched the movie, I do recommend. It's something else. It actually appeals different side of our brain. And I wanted to talk about another case, another use case, which is Steve Jobs. You know a lot about Steve Jobs, and if you don't, you should. But what was actually his thing? What was the uniqueness of him? Was he a technology person?
No, like I think in the last lesson, the week before, we mentioned Steve Jobs, and we talked about him that mostly he was known for his vision. Like
exactly, but what was his vision?
He was known for vision and imagining to create a world with with better connection between the people. Was the smartphone that connects us all, and the vision was to update the smartphone each time.
He was
yes.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Gal.
Yeah. So he was really a game changer in the field of design. Everything about his creation in the iPhone and other creations is putting customers first. If we think about what happened since his departure in the field of mobile phones or any other devices, really, in the past 15 years, there's barely been any changes to the iPhone or other devices And this is pretty amazing to think about how influential he was in design. His
He
designs,
actually, yes, his design.
So just to conclude this, so if you think about how he was super into the making the ultimate customer experience and user-friendly experience. So now every upgrade that we have isn't really much of an upgrade. It's just getting things to be more complicated and more complex, and not necessarily better or more user-friendly. And these things were his benchmarks. So yeah.
So in a
design.
sense, what you are saying, what Gal is saying, and he's right, that Steve Jobs in his approach connected between technology and user experience. Now, you remember that I asked you what will make you adopt a technology? What will make you choose a product, an application? One of the things that, and this is proven, one of the things that makes you choose is the experience that you have. The experience, whether it's this subjective feeling that you have, oh, I like it, oh, this will save me, this will help me, oh, I feel better when I use this, okay? Is this experience, it's easy, it's difficult.
When speaking about design, I'm sorry if I'm interrupting you, but
no, it's good.
When we see a new website or a new social profile or anything, we basically make up our minds within the first few seconds. It's really amazing to think about.
So what I want to tell you about leadership in that sense is that actually the leaders need to understand and know who?
The customers.
The customers or the users. If they do not know the user, is the leaders is here and has no connection with the users, he will never be able to lead his team, his product, his whatever to the right place. So Steve Jobs knew his customers. In a sense, wanted to addict them. Okay? I want to go to this slide. And we are going towards the end. These are some of the groundbreaking products. I want to talk about two things in this list. Okay? One is the multi-touch technology. What happened with the multi-touch technology? Anyone knows? Other people that did not talk from different countries?
I know that some companies started with multi-touch technology first, but others not. And then there was difficult for the others to do the same, but in their ways. I mean, someone started doing it, and it appears on the market. So it was the most.
So Marek, you're absolutely right that Apple did not invent the multi-touch, but it implemented it on the iPhone. And all of a sudden, it created what? A complete new way of interaction, of an experience. I remember when I first got the iPhone and I was learning, there was a learning, I didn't know how to touch it because we were used to what? Keyboard. Now remember a company maybe historically that is called BlackBerry? You know BlackBerry? It went bankrupt. You know why? Because they were not fast enough to implement multi-touch. So this huge, wonderful company, BlackBerry was the leader in the US, fell apart, fell down because it did not think, it was not innovative in taking the multi-touch technology first. So the risk that Steve Jobs took by doing multi-touch was phenomenal. It worked, it succeeded, it could have failed. The risk of BlackBerry of not taking multi-touch, because everybody knew it wasn't a new technology. It was a question whether to implement it. Why? Because it meant that your users would be using something else. So it's education. Remember what we said, it's a learning. Who will be the first to educate the market? It's a risk and it's an opportunity. How do I turn the risk into opportunity? It's a leading question. That's the first example. And the second example I want to talk about is Siri. Why Siri? First of all, as I told you, now I can tell you towards the end of the class, we have just a few minutes. I'm an AI person, and my expertise is in NLP. For those of you who doesn't know what NLP is natural language processing. It's the ability of the machine to understand language, spoken or written, text or speech. That's what I teach. This is what I do. This is what I research. This is what I love. This is my life. So when Siri came into our life, I was already 20 years in the speech industry. And I know anything about speech. I'm considered one of the world experts. But I thought that this guy is a genius, because when we did speech in the labs and everywhere, we actually did it for phone companies, for customer service, instead of press one, say one, and so forth. But what he did, he put an application which was not even good. Siri was bad in 2011 when it started. It was really bad, okay? What was the thing that he did putting Siri in the iPhone? What is the leverage he took? Do you know? Similar to the PC. Remember the PC from the 1981? What happened with the PC? Where did it go?
Making the first step forward.
Where did we have the PC?
Only
at home, right? At home. Where did we have Siri?
In our hands.
In our hands. And that was the genius thing, that even that it wasn't working very well, but everyone that bought an iPhone also bought Siri. And this is how it all started with the speech industry. So he was a genius. He understood that if he put it in the phone and everybody buys the phone, even if it doesn't use Siri, but he already has the technology inside. And this is how he leveraged on that. And that was the ingenuity. That was the innovative thinking, the risk-taking, the decision-making, everything that we said about. These are the little things that make a leader of technology really something else, differentiating himself, herself, themselves from others. Okay? So today, what did I want to talk about? I wanted to tell you that entrepreneurial leadership in high-tech industries. רגע, לעשות mute everyone. So this is our final very nice slide. Entrepreneurial leadership in high-tech industries can redefine market and drive exponential growth by combining a bold vision with strategic risk-taking, opportunity creation, and sound decision-making. And I tried to give you examples today of the skills on the one hand and examples of such use cases that you all know about, but from different angles. And I hope that I was successful in giving you a little bit of inspiration of where to look at the next time you talk about, you hear about this kind of company and the CEO and what he's done. Look into these things, check them themselves. Check them yourself and see how you can take these skills that we studied today and check them on those leaders. And first of all, I would like to hear, even you can put in the chat, I would really appreciate one word that comes to mind from today's lecture, something that you learned or you appreciated or you didn't like. That's okay too. Okay? Put one word so I can get a feedback from you. Second of all, you have the Padlet that you can look at later with more attention. And thirdly, I want to thank you for cooperating with me and participating. And I know it's a lot of people, but this course is very important for you and for us. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nava, for this engaging and enlightening lecture on leadership and entrepreneurship and technology. to all our students, if you think that you've reached the end of the lecture, you are so wrong, it's not even funny. You haven't. What we're going to do, first of all, Nava, you are most welcome to check out the chat, because interesting things, it's lively and interesting things are happening there. We are going to, we will finish today at 4:45 or to 6, depending on where you are in the world. And what we're going to do over the next 15 minutes is we're going to begin to introduce the main assignment in the course that you will work in groups. You are, as you recall, 37 groups. You have been notified about this about 48 hours ago. And you even had some FaceTime in the breakout rooms today. So here is what we would like you to do. It begins now. You have leadership. You have guidelines for this assignment. Please, everybody, be attentive for the next 15 minutes. So you have guidelines in the Moodle, in the course model, under core concepts, and I will share with you these guidelines right now. We'll go over them with you. So let's go. Okay, here we are. So basically, what we thought to ask you to ask of you is something which is quite fun and engaging. We want you to actually meet or reach out to a leader and talk to them, interview them, prepare yourselves adequately, record that interview, comment on that interview, and share your insights in the last session of the course, which will happen on the 12th of May, in about 2 months from now. And you will do that in the groups of 5 that you've been assigned to work with. At the end of which, we are going to create a large database that is comprised of your 37 interviews, and eventually it will enable us to learn from each other. We will all of us will have access to different peoples, to different people, to different insights, ideas, definitions of leadership, sets of mistakes and ways of accomplishing, and eventually the course in its content will grow to be much bigger than it already is, and it is big. And we want it to be even more, even richer and bigger and more of everything else. And you are going to help us doing that by doing some field work, which is going to be fun. I would love to. I can only think of myself how enthralled I am about the works that I'm going to review. So this is 70% of your overall grade on this online course. You will receive additional guidelines and instructions on the smaller assignments later, but this is the main assignment. So first of all, in your group, the first point here, identify a relevant leader, choose someone that has a recognized leadership position or was demonstrated, as far as you're concerned, leadership skills or achievements. It can be really anyone, but that person must be available or approachable, something that one of you 5 in the group know. And you can reach out to him and to her and ask to talk with that person. Then contact that person, right? And explain who you are and what you want. Basically, you are students conducting an academic project. The purpose of the interview is to share insights about leadership with the rest of the class, and that you would like to talk to them for about 15 minutes. The interview should not be more than 15 minutes. If they have more questions, they are most welcome to contact me if they want to speak to someone that coordinates the course. Of course, you must obtain consent, and this is very, very important to agree on confidentiality. If they want to speak, if they don't want to mention something, or anonymity of some of the people that are involved, or that they will talk about. You can talk about using pseudonyms, focusing on certain details, omitting others. This is part of learning how to obtain information. We will update this document, right, according to the GDPR, that is the guidelines on ethical on the ethical obtainment and retainment of information, and schedule an interview date and agree on the preferred format. Most likely it will be Zoom or Google Teams. If there is an in-person video recording, that is, one of you is actually in the same city, in the same place as that person, and you want to set up a video recording with other people present in a Zoom session, that is absolutely possible. It will give you some additional information via body language and intonation and so on and so forth. Then stage 3, preparation and research, right? You should know who you will be interviewing. One of you may know that person very well, but the others don't. So you are you should familiarize yourself with that person's professional background, the organization with which they are affiliated, and any publicly accessible information, right? Publicly accessible information. Of course, there is the insider information from the student who recommended this person and why. And then there is the preparation stage, about 8 or 10 specific relevant questions. And this, and here in that phase, it connects with the lesson today, when we split you into breakout rooms, 37 breakout rooms according to your group, and we asked you to think about questions you would like to ask a leader, hypothetically, maybe Steve Jobs or Jeff Bezos or Ray Kroc or whoever. Then we are asking you to prepare 8 or 10 specific relevant questions that rise above mundanity, that go beyond surface level details or knowledge already covered at length in class. We want insights. We want a student to, when this knowledge will be shared, to go to another interview and say, wow, this is interesting. This is additional information. Your goal is to gain meaningful insights into the leader's experience and perspectives, and of course, your own interpretation and your own critical analysis of these experiences and perspectives. 4, conducting the interview. Of course, you should have a technical setup in which you make sure that your equipment is functional with clear audio and video. All of the group members, all 5 or all 6, should be present for the entire interview. To be present means here to have a functioning video camera, cell phone, and live video during the interview, to have a logical flow of questions, to avoid filler content. You don't have a lot of time, and this is why the preparation stage of thinking of the best questions that you can ask is important, and to maintain a clear, linear, logical progression, and to be, of course, to listen actively. If the leader's response, for example, answers surprise you or spark your interest and open interesting possibilities or avenues for discussion, feel free to deviate from your planned questions for another kind of exploration according to what opens up. Of course, be professional and nice, both to the interviewer and to each other. Thank them for their time and insights. And of course, we are talking about ethics increasingly as the course progresses. Offer to share the recording and your analysis later. If they want to get it, they should be able to have it. 5, analysis. We want to hear what you have to say about what has been said by the leader. So you review the interview as a group and you discuss it at length, and you add your own critical insights leading to the leader's statement to the course theories and concepts. And you should do that by following one of 2 proposed formats. One, and please don't be alarmed by what I'm about to say. If one or more of you in your group has some basic editing skills, it's not difficult. I myself am not a very technological guy, but I manage using CapCut or Filmora. CapCut, for example, is free. Basically, if you, for example, film, if you have a film, if you have filmed the interview on your cell phone, then you can cut it in various places, right? And it's quite easy. It's quite intuitive. So you should interject about 5 minutes of your commentary within the 15-minute interview. That is, if somebody says, if your leader says something interesting and you have something to say, here's what we want to say using all critical insights or analytical skills, something that we want to point out based on the knowledge that we gathered throughout the course, there's your chance to do it. Okay, this commentary basically should reflect your interpretation and takeaways, what you think about what the leader has said, whether it may be critically or pointing out something that has that people may have passed unnoticed, or something that is really important and you take it, and this is what you take from it, and it should be grounded in critical thinking and tied to course content. This is the place where you should interject your own commentary, your own analysis. Option B, which is what we believe most of you will do, is that if you don't have any editing skills, that's fine. Just you have your 15-minute interview, right? You do. Then film another 5-minute video of the 5 of you presenting your interpretation on analysis of the 15-minute interview. That is, we have 15 minutes of the interview of the leader and 5 minutes of what you have to say about that interview. Of course, maintain a clear, coherent narrative to effectively convey your argument or your arguments, plural. That too should be grounded in critical thinking and the concepts and theories proposed by the course. Finally, you submit that to us on the last online session which will be on the 12th of May. And it's a 20-minute total video, which is comprised of what? Of what we just said. 15 minutes of interview and 5 minutes of your commentary. Of course, 20 minutes is a guideline. It can be 18 minutes if that's all you have, and that's fine, but not less. And it can be 20 minutes, but not more. It should be around 20 minutes in that way. That is it's not because you have much more content that we focus on quality, not on quantity. And the full version will be uploaded for all the students' benefit and for evaluation. And finally, you will, since there are 37 of you, it will be far less. You will bring a very short excerpt of your analysis or of the interview. The most important part, it will probably not be 5 minutes, but closer to 1 or 2 minutes, and that's it. And that will be presented in the final online session to showcase the core insights or the most important thing. Just like you had 6 questions and you presented the most important one, same thing here. An excerpt that shows so that will be overwhelmed and overflooded, and this is how we will end the online course with various ideas from 37 different leaders. You will be graded by us. 2 of us will review each interview according to, of course, quality of preparation and clarity and structure of the interview, depth of inquiry, all based on the interview. And then the integration, of course, concepts and critical thinking and insight based on your 5-minute commentary. What should you do? How should you begin? What if you haven't? First of all, if you don't have yet a platform in which all 5 of you are communicating right now, you should. Please take care of that. WhatsApp, in my opinion, is the best, but if you choose another way of communicating, that's fine by us. If there's someone that's not that you're unable to reach, please let me know. I will share.
Yoel, can I say something while you look for your material?
Absolutely.
If I were you guys, I would do the following. I will make an appointment with the group, and the first thing I will check who is in the group and what is each of the members' best skill. One is more media person, one is more like a technology person. I would check who is in my group and how we can divide, looking at the task, how we can divide between ourselves the job according to skills. This is what I would do. Of course, you have to get to know each other, and you are with people that you don't know, but that's part of the international platform. But after you did that, try to figure out who are the people in the group, choose a leader, choose one person who will organize you, choose a platform, and then see what value, skills, what is the best thing that each of you bring into this party. That is my best advice.
That's a great advice. So to reiterate what Nava has said and combine it with the assignment for next week is to first of all establish the connection right even today or tomorrow. Nava has proposed, and rightly so, group meeting that can be arranged. Get to know one another. of course, propose names and person that you can check if they are available and acceptable and agreed upon by everybody, or a few people. See who can do what. Are there any of your group members that are that have some technical skills, or can organize the workload in order to get to know the interviewee better and prepare this and prepare that thing, and so on and so forth. And in a week, I would expect you to have at least one or two possible names that you can begin to reach out to after you've established a connection. If someone, most students may join us, and then they will be dispersed to existing groups. And of course, if you have any questions, first of all, I saw that Mariana raised her hand, and I assume that you have many questions, and I will gladly stay and answer. But for now, please read this document thoroughly, let it sink, get to know each other, start being in touch. And we will, and whatever other questions you may have, we will answer next week. So I will stay right now. I would like to thank Nava once more for her lecture on for a very interesting, engaging, and eye-opening, as one of you said, about what is an entrepreneurial leader or a tech leader. What I take from it personally is the issue of adaptivity and agility, and the ability to adjust yourself to the situation in an increasingly ever-changing world. Thank you all. Have a nice evening, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
You are staying for questions. You are staying for questions.
I'm staying for questions. So Mariana, in a minute, I will gladly hear everyone out. Everybody, you are most welcome to stay or to leave. Thank you, and good night. See you next week. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, Yoel. Yoel, if someone hadn't joined the group, the WhatsApp group, should we email you? Someone from our group didn't join the WhatsApp. We don't know who it is.
Okay.
So should I email you the name? So you contact him?
Just stay. I will answer you after Mariana.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks again, Nava.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's gonna be Mariana, Gana, and then Katya.
And if I may also Inan.
Yes, who is speaking?
Inan.
Yes. Right. So Mariana.
Hi, sorry if I interrupt you in the middle of the explanation. And I want to ask a few questions. First of all, with my group, we are deciding which leader we are going to interview. One of them is an Argentinian leader. He's the owner of Mercado Libre. Is like Amazon, but in Latin America. I don't know if you hear him.
No.
Well, it's a little bit important here. And the problem is, for example, he doesn't speak English. So, for example, if we are going to do the interview with the native language that is Spanish, we can put subtitles to.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And the second one, we had a classmate that didn't join the group, the WhatsApp group, and I sent her. I think it's a girl. I sent her a few emails to send, I don't know, the number to integrate the group in WhatsApp, but she didn't respond.
Which group are you?
Group 23.
And
Julia. I know it's the name Julia.
Okay, okay. So I will check with I will check. I will check and let you know. Anything else?
No, anything else. Thank you. And
Okay.
I will see you the next class.
See you next week. After that, we had
yeah, and the last question is, what's the submission date to this interview? Is the last classes or they have
the online the last online session, which is on the 12th of May.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next was I believe Katya.
I guess there's one before me, but it's okay. I have an administrative problem. I mean, in terms of registration, I'm a teacher in Israel. I'm on Halat, and I can't register through the Matspin. So I won't get credit for that course. I mean,
isn't this something that should be checked with Rhonda, Hillel?
Yes, Katya, you have to talk to Rhonda, okay? It's something local, internal to your college.
With whom exactly? I need
with Professor
contact
Rhonda
details.
Sofer. I'm going to write her email in the chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Inam, you were next.
Yoel, I think you forgot me.
I'm sorry, Ghana. Yes, you are correct.
Yes. Just like they asked before, one member in our group didn't join the WhatsApp. So we're group number 19.
Yeah.
And the name is Jeannie.
Hang on. That's
Yoel, maybe that's something, Ghana, maybe that's something you want to fix over email?
Yeah.
If you could send Yoel the information.
No. I have the information. I will check it and let you know.
Thank you very much. And it was very interesting today. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Great. Inam. Inam?
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Good. Okay. I missed the first part, the breakout rooms with my group. I already sent a message to my group members and I'm waiting for a reply. But can you brief me on what I missed?
You are talking about the first,
Today's first session, the breakout rooms, yes.
The breakout room session?
Yeah.
The breakout room session was an exercise given by the lecturer, Dr. Nava Shaked.
Yes.
After she spoke of entrepreneurial leadership, she asked in the breakout rooms, which were designed according to the groups that will work together on the main assignment, which I spoke about.
I heard her. So that's it? That's all what I missed?
So no. Wait a minute. Let me finish.
Okay.
There were the idea was to pick a leader in the field of a prominent entrepreneurial leader or tech leader and formulate 6 questions that you would ideally like to ask them as a precursor to formulating your own questions to the leader that will be chosen in this assignment.
Oh, okay. Okay. One more thing. I already sent a message to the WhatsApp group to tell me what they have decided in all this. Now, the second question, the second thing is I wanted to correct my name. You registered my name as Inam Hamad, and it's Inam Awad, AWAD.
Yeah. Okay, I will. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
But you are Inam. You are listed on as Inam Awad. Where are you listed as Inam Hamad?
In the Excel sheet.
No, I have the Excel sheet right here. It's Inam Awad. Group
Really?
20.
No, I'm group 21. I know, but I saw the name Hamad, not Awad. It's okay. I registered on Matspin as Awad, but in the Excel sheet where you gave me the password and
Okay. Well,
yeah.
let me calm you right now. You see yourself right here where I'm pointing?
Yes.
Okay. Inam Awad.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. So the password thing is not relevant. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Inam, one more thing to you and to everyone. If you already have access to Moodle, you should be able to find the recordings of any session a few hours after we finished. Everything's available on Moodle.
Also, the recording of the breakout rooms, I can see
You cannot see the rooms, but you can see the rest of the lecture before and after the breakout rooms.
I joined 50 minutes late, so yeah.
Okay, anyway, whatever you missed, and everything is available there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Betty, you're on.
Yeah, I didn't got the email with the group's members, so I just thought. No, I didn't. You told me that I'm on group 25, and I remember I with Peter, and he just sent me a message so I can. He asked if I send him my my phone number, but can I have the email so I can see with or the others members of my group?
Send.
Maybe if you have the how I connect them.
I will send you. Okay. So what I will send you specifically the email that I sent to group 25, and you will connect them by reply all and excluding me. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, you will get it tonight.
Okay.
Clint.
Yes, good morning. I'm from Uninettuno University, and I think my university had a little bit problems about this session. So I'm here in about half an hour. So I don't know. I read the file that you showed before, and but I don't have any group and no mails I had received. So.
That will be. We are aware of that. That will be taken care of on the in the last over the next few days, and I believe that we will be able to accommodate you. We learned that is we are aware of that.
Okay, and about the.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
No. Please go on.
Yeah, about the two lessons before this, it's obligatory to watch it. I show. Okay.
Yeah, they're available on the YouTube channel of the course of Impact.
Okay, perfect. So I'm waiting just for the email and more details. Okay.
Yes, you
but,
are.
Excuse me, Clint and everyone else from Uninettuno, since you registered very recently, and there's been a problem with that. Ilaria and Dario, they're going to get in touch with you and explain what you need to do, what you need to know.
No, no one. I asked also in the group of Telegram of the university, but no one didn't answer me. So I don't
No,
know.
I'm not. I'm saying they're going to get in touch with you and the rest of the group.
Oh, they are going to get it. Okay, okay.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes, and they will let you know how things work, what to do,
Okay.
because we're still not sure how we can include you guys. We'll try to work it out. In any case, it's going to be in their hands, and either they will get in touch with you or you will get an email from us.
Okay, okay, perfect. Thank you
We
very
are
much.
aware of it. No problem.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Olivia?
Hi, just one quick question because in a group 33, one student didn't join us. So if you can help with this problem, the name is Ronza. I hope I pronounced it well.
Wait a minute. Ronza. Okay, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I will tell her to get in touch with her classmates.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Marcus.
Yeah, hello. Just a quick question. Do we have time to do the assignment during your next lessons, or do you need to do it on our spare time?
No, you do it. The lessons. The lesson is the lesson. You are doing the assignment independently.
Okay, thank you.
That's it. Okay, great, Jana.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, what is 30% of the overall grade? Because you mentioned that this specific assignment with the interview is 70%.
That is correct. The 10% are the participation. Are your basically your participation in the small assignments in class, just as was here. That's 10%, and 20% will be another. Will be another assignment that you will be, which concerns a certain, personal self-reflective exercise on you as potential leaders, and you will be notified about that down the road.
Okay.
In the next few weeks.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marek.
Okay, hello. Just a quick question: are there any milestones for the project, or the most important is to just send the video until the end of the course?
Well, basically, it will be much more preferable for you to set yourself your own milestones, because you have 2 months, and it may seem a lot. But if you get down to it in about 6 or 7 weeks, then it's going to be a problem. So we don't want to say. So we don't want to micromanage you. But I will say this, and I will address it every lesson. For the next week, it will be you must be in contact with all the rest of the group, and if you can arrange up until then a preliminary discussion in order to get to know one another, what everyone does, is good at, can reach, and even propose some leaders that you may know, or that you can reach, or that you that will be good, because say in 2 weeks you should already have a name or someone that has accepted to talk to you, because then you have to schedule to interview, to conduct the interview, to prepare for it, and eventually to record, to think about the content, to record your own analysis. It's going to take some time. So I would think in terms of, in 1 week you are in contact with everyone else, and you've already met in order to discuss what everyone is good at, can contribute, and even some potential names.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anyone else? Eliana?
No, it's okay. It's all good.
Okay, so are we done? Let's see in the chat.
Yeah, no further questions.
Okay, good. So good luck, everyone. Get to work, of course, and see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a nice evening.
Have a nice evening.
Bye-bye. Good night.